Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Assassin's Creed 2. Let's continue. So we're going through the DLC. I believe the Bonfire of the Vanities seems like that's the DLC, and it's really just more of the same. I don't know what I really expected too much. Obviously these DLC things were only DLC because they didn't finish them in time for to release them as part of the game. Not that the game seems short anyways. It would be short if they took out all the collectible things. It would be really, really short then. But nothing really different. I was hoping for a redeeming factor here, but I don't think we're gonna get it. Let's just move forward. There is one assassin's contract left. I need to go over there and get that at some point.
Caterina Sforza! I know you're in there. I have something you may want back. Are you missing any children? And Ezio Auditore. What a pleasant surprise.
How does this guy even know me?
I take it you would be the Orsi brothers.
Ludovico
So,
and Gecko
two
at your service.
new people
Where are my children? Let them go!
for no reason.
Of course, Signora. We'll happily give them back for something of yours. A certain map.
And a certain apple, brother.
See, a certain apple indeed. Or shall I slice your baby's necks ear to ear?
Bastardi! You think you can threaten me? I'll give you nothing! You want my children? Take them! I have the instrument to make more!
When you change your mind, they'll be in the village outside the city. You have 1 hour.
She is quite the lady.
Caterina, no. I can't ask you to sacrifice your children.
Nobody's sacrificing anything. Go get them back for me, Ezio.
See, you have my word. The apple needs to remain in the citadel. Keep this safe.
See, it's that bag, but it's like way bigger now. So now I have to go rescue her children. Like, so we got a new boss. Oh, and the bag on the front of mine, I thought that was the apple, but that might just be a bullet bag. That they may just look somewhat similar. So we don't even like see children in this game. You see your younger brother, and that's about it for the vast majority of time in this game. And then the DLC shows these children's at risk. And these assassins are working for the Templars, but they aren't Templars, so then it feels even less important. I assume what they would have done, that if I was, if they had gotten this part in the game done in time, the Orsi brothers would have been Templars, like all the other characters. So I have a timer going on here that I need to be aware of. What, I'm just gonna run here and kill him? Kill somebody? I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. Where are the kids? Just, am I supposed to kill everybody that's in this area?
Where do the cut looks like? Isn't that
There they are.
Is this all the men you have to hold me? Don't. It won't be enough. My mama is fierce. We Sforza women are no wilting flowers. We may look pretty to the eye, but the eyes deceive. Just ask Babbo. I hope you don't really imagine I'm scared of you. You'd be very mistaken. My mom is never let you hurt me. And if you touch one hair on my little brother's head, she will hunt you down and eat you for breakfast.
These kids seem to be very much related to.
No! Andiamo!
Just like that night in Alba.
Never survived it. I'll be home in an hour. So you're basically just wasting your time and mine. Or, don't you have anything to do while I wait for you to die?
Am I supposed to just grab the kid and carry him? This is taking too long. Ugh. Again.
Is this all the men you have to hold me? Stolti. It won't be enough. Grazie, grazie, messere. But my brother, they're holding Ottaviano at the lighthouse.
See, and it all of a sudden points out this, like, incredible missing element from the entire game. Once you see kids, you have to do this mental flashback through the past 30 hours and go, oh yeah, I haven't seen a single kid walk around in these in the streets at all in 30 hours. It's such a drastic change. I would have never noticed it. Like, yeah, it's pretty common for video games to ignore having children characters because then you immediately run. Let's see.
Let's go, Caterina.
I hope this guy is. I hope these guys, the kid is here.
Please, messere. I need to go to the bathroom. Just let me go pee.
Oh, per Dio! Chiudi il becco!
That's it. You're all dead now. I tried to spare your lives, but now you're all dead. I have 4.5 minutes about to kill every single one of these. We're getting right back into the Assassin's Creed issue of just way too many people. All of a sudden, when you're surrounded by potentially 8 people circling around you trying to kill you, it's too long of a fight. You're gonna knock into another group of guards that's probably. The mechanics here are awful still. It's just a ton of hitting X. I need to heal myself. Oh, I don't even have any. I don't have anything.
Which way? There! Not you! There! There! Get him! There! Don't lose him again!
Come on. Kill him.
I want him stopped! Ora!
I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna die because I don't have any health and I can't get any health. Yeah.
You want to see your boy walk again, Caterina? Give us what we want, or I'll throw him off the edge.
Mama, help me!
Somebody give me a medicine.
Sit down, Marmocchio.
I don't have time to search these guys.
Let's go, Catalina. Show yourself. The apple
Smoke
and the
bombs.
for your kids that cripple.
Like,
I have to pee. Please, Messere. I need to go to the bathroom. Just let me
they're not
pee.
good story writers. That's it.
You
They just go to the basest and the dumbest thoughts. I mean, what have we seen in this is mission so far? We've got a kid terrified,
like a baby.
a girl showing her underwear, and then the other girl threatening to kill everybody. I don't have time to take out the other guy.
Basta, you're giving me a headache.
Got very lucky there.
Katerina was a fool to send you.
Or are you the fool, dying for a handful of change? Was it worth it?
More than you know. The maestro gains his prize because of me.
Muori col tuo orgoglio, per quanto vale. Requiescat in pace.
So obviously it was just a distraction.
Grazie, signore.
The whole thing was a distraction. We're gonna go back and we're gonna find that we've... Let's see, where's that special memory? It's way over here. What am I doing way over here? He took him to some other lighthouse that apparently I forgot even existed. I desperately need to find a doctor. Let's see, economic markers all on. And doctor right here, good. It also, this is kind of the exception that proves the rule as far as why we shouldn't even have a health system in this game. This is the first time in 30 hours that I've actually died or come close to dying from running out of health. Every other death has been either a immediate failure kind of style death or falling from a roof that would have killed me no matter what.
Most intriguing. But why not just one?
Where are you, doctor? Are you on the other side? Yes.
Bring me your sick and wound.
Heal me now. And then 15 more health things. You do kind of need to buy the pouches because you will, if you play like me at least, drop and
You should feel better now, but take care in
take
future.
take damage that you'll want to recover just so you don't fall again and die. Ah, the village chest is full again. So we're gonna come here and then it's going to be too late.
What are you doing out here?
Just
I'm
covered
so
in blood.
sorry, Ezio. I'm so sorry.
So
What
is
happened?
It was a trick. Lower our
Machiavelli.
defenses.
As soon as you left, they
Look
attacked
how the
again.
blood is just floating
Corsi.
over him.
He has the apple.
It's not
What?
even
No!
done right.
Where is he?
We chased him out here. But the bastards escaped into the mountains.
I'm going.
It's just like a circle of blood over him. It's... They didn't even put in the work in other parts of the game, we've seen bloody characters just fine. But because this is the DLC, they didn't apparently even bother to finish.
Have mercy on this poor soul. Don't even think he won't get far.
So we're in a restricted area. We're looking for a guy. There he is.
So, you have your prize again.
Was it worth it? So much bloodshed.
A prize of such value. It will not remain yours for long.
We shall see.
So he stabs him again slowly. It's like,
Le miserie nascono dall'avidità.
that's gross.
Requiescat in pace.
And it stabs him at the same time. Interesting. So you would have, up to this point in the two games, you would have assumed that these little scenes didn't actually happen and that the or time was frozen during that time.
Wait. Don't. Who are you? Stop. Don't open it.
And where are we now?
Ezio, thank God you're back with us. Are you all right? What happened to you?
Look how pale he is.
I don't know.
One of my guards had the luck to find you in the hills, next to Kek Orsi's dead body.
See. That I remember. Wait. There was a third man. He took the apple.
Who?
He wore a black robe, like a monk. And I think... a missing finger. See, Caterina, I have to go, right away.
Of course. Then you will need this as well.
The map Niccolo spoke of. Your husband.
Ex-husband, mio caro. He swore he'd uncovered the locations of all the Codex pages. You will recover the apple, but you will never find the vault without this. You know,
I already have all the Codex
there is
pages.
an abbey in the wetlands near here, where I've seen monks wearing black robes. I'd start there. Now go. Find us a stramaladetto monk.
I think I'm going to miss you, Caterina.
Oh, I know you will.
I suppose it's worth mentioning that the underwear that lady flashed is not period appropriate at all, but okay. Let's do this assassination contract, and then I guess there's somewhere else, like here, I have to go. Alright. So, I've never played this DLC, I have no idea what happens in the story. But my suspicion is, this right now is a dream. And what happened is, the monk picked up the piece of the apple, and it used it against me to make me hallucinate. Now, understanding the level of bad storytelling that's been up to this point, that's probably too good of a story line for this game. But that's gonna be my guess. The more likely guess, if I was betting money on it, is to say everything is exactly as it seems. Alright. One of the spies slipped up and is captured. You must kill whoever is standing watch, but don't let them see you or my agent will be executed. So another sneak mission. I need to locate a target and not get seen. It's out here. How far out here is it, though? And I suppose this is gonna be it for kids. I bet we don't see another kid in the entire game. That's just, again, a perfect example of how they're just using them as props in the story to raise the stakes and raise the danger, instead of doing an appropriate, like, integration of them into the story as actual characters. There's... Alright. I guess those... Oh, they are. They didn't. They did catch up. Interesting. So the fact that I'm really, really far away from the starting point means if I fail, I'm going to have to run quite a bit. So I'm looking to see if maybe there's a hiding position I could be in. I guess not.
Perhaps you can help us.
As soon as they go to distract the guard, it didn't work. Alright, so let's do it from the air. I think that's the right move. Again, why not checkpoint this in some way? Come on, game, are you gonna load? Finally. Why not checkpoint this in some way so that I'm closer? It seems like they even did checkpoint me a little bit, but not enough. For all the ability to hire these factions and such, it's really not helpful in most of these scenarios. There you go.
There he is!
Alright. So I just want to lock on that target. Come on, seriously? Why can't I lock on that target? Am I locked on the right one? No, I wasn't even locked on the right person. And then we're given this loading screen and I don't know why. Is it because they're loading me so far away from the section that they have to unload one group and load the other? This might be a interesting example of where their engine just fails. Honestly, it should be real easy to unload an area if you don't want to save the state of that area. Should be instantaneous almost. And anytime I assassinate anybody like this, I'm still very gray. Alright, let's see if I can lock on the target and then use our gun. No. Dogs start barking. So that gets rid of that guy. Lock onto one of these guys. What if I drop down just a little bit? I think I have to. No, I did not intend to do that. The drop down button and pick up a body button is the exact same button. This is ridiculous. So I need this body to go somewhere else. So I can come over here and do this. Now can I lock on somebody? Now.
Seen him before.
Well, I got it done.
Don't fall for false openings. Remember what I've taught you, ragazzi. Wait for it. Don't fall for false openings.
So let's look at the memories now and move the story forward over this direction.
Couldn't obey the law. You must die.
Catch up with me while on a horse.
Here.
Horses won't jump in the water. Far from the tree, search the abbey located in Romanga wetlands for the guy. Find the black-robed monk.
There he is! Laggiù! You cannot escape! Move! Eccolo! Hurry, get him!
Ah, darn it, there's a feather there.
Eccolo! Get him! May God watch over you, son.
You know what I'm not seeing? I'm not seeing the guy. Oh, there he is.
Eccolo! Hurry, get him! I'm here with you!
Target located. What am I supposed to do with him?
Ah! You get away this time. I can't see him anymore. There he is. Naju!
So now people are attacking him. Even before they were attacking him, apparently people were attacking him. He's about to die.
What's going on? Did anybody witness the
Blessings on you, brother.
Grazie. I wonder if you can help me.
What do you seek?
A monk in black robes who lacks one of his 10 fingers.
Well, Brother Rydo has only 9 toes. You sure it wasn't a toe?
Quite sure.
And then there's Brother Domenico, but it's his entire left arm he's lacking.
Again, quite sure it was a finger.
Now wait a moment. I do recall a black-robed monk with 9 fingers. Yes, of course. When we had our last San Vincenzo's feast at the Abbey.
Yes, I know the place. I'll try there. Grazie.
Go in peace, brother.
I always do.
That's the biggest lie ever. So we saved that monk, and I don't think he ever comes back in the story, if I was to guess. Now we have to run. How far do we have to run? I might take a horse for this. All the way back into the middle of the city. I believe we've done all the Assassin's quests now. It's good to be done with one more thing. In fact, we're even approaching 60 out of 100 feathers. They really never gave us a lot of opportunities to use the ability to swim under the gates. They are useful for getting in this one city, and that's about it. Let's go ahead and bribe this guy and lower our notoriety.
Excommunication!
He must have looked us up.
And we're still locating the target, I believe. Here's the guy.
Excuse me, brother. I wonder if you can...
Unholy demon! Get away!
What's wrong?
You're the one who killed Brother Stefano! Brothers, the killer of monks has returned!
What? Catch stab it? Which one? He didn't even get that far away from me.
Please, no! I don't want to die!
I only kill those who kill others. And your brother Stefano was a killer. I'm sure you are no such thing. Now, listen to me. I'm looking for a black-robed monk who's missing a finger.
Missing a finger, you say? Do you mean like Fra Savonarola?
Savonarola? Who is this? You know him?
I did. He was one of us, for a time.
And then?
We suggested he retire to a hermitage for a good long time.
I'm afraid to say his retreat has come to an end. Where would he have gone?
Oh dear. Santo Spirito? In Firenze? It's where he studied. Perhaps it's where he would return.
I thank you. Go with God, brother.
So we're just chasing after people. Memory sequence 12 complete. I'm surprised. I'm surprised there wasn't more to 12. So now I have to wonder, is there going to be a memory sequence 13 that's a little bit more?
Hey Desmond, I think I repaired that busted memory. Why don't you try opening it?
So yes, this is clearly the DLC, but there was DLC elements even before this. Is this a completely new city? It might be. If they just kept everything in kind of the same area of like Europe, they could have used some of these cities for other things. Yeah. So this is Florence, but there is a new synchronization here, so let's go ahead and turn off all but the fast travel stations so that the map is just a little nicer to look at. Actually, I need the art dealers too for a moment. Actually, I guess I don't need the art merchants. It's kind of a shame that I would... Let's also change our outfit to the Medici cap. And then that eliminates my notoriety. Meet up with Machiavelli in the district. Alright. And immediately I go notorious because the game wants me to be notorious.
If Piero had only a tenth of his father's talent, we'd still have some place to call home.
This is the first time we've ever had to enter a city like we did in the first game by walking around a group of scholars in black robes this time instead of white robes. Meet Machiavelli on the bridge. Can I not go to the art shop first? Seems like people are fighting already. And look how... I don't want any part of that. And they're just putting walls everywhere. And there's no treasure map to buy. Alright. See, this whole thing is
Never
just
should
one
have
big
welcomed that mad
instance.
monk into the city. Look at all the misery he's wrought.
And clearly they don't want in the game for you to run into walls. But we're seeing walls all over the place. And I don't see any merchants or anything around here, any heralds that I can
Don't
bribe.
understand why they'd be so willing to accept his oppression.
So apparently time has changed and some bad guy's in charge. Did I put him in charge? Wouldn't be surprised. That's kind of the problem, is you end up picking your own poison over and over again. If you influence the outcome of politics.
Just threw us out. Said all we owned belonged to the Chiesa di San Marco now.
We'll catch it, don't worry.
Sometimes I wish the assassino would return to Firenze, that we might be free of his tyranny.
It's just a myth. A story parents tell their children.
So now I need to be...
Get off me!
And over.
Salve, Ezio. You picked a fine time for a homecoming.
Then it's true. Savonarola has taken control of Firenze.
Yes. No doubt aided by that treacherous artifact.
We should get to work on retrieving it.
That may be more complicated than you think.
When isn't it? Why don't you fill me in on things?
Walk with me. It all started a few weeks ago. The man everyone once reviled was suddenly the one they worshipped.
Ah, The apple.
Only in part. It's not the city he's enthralled, but its leaders. Men possessed of influence and power. They, in turn, oppress the citizens and ensure his will is done.
The people act as if they have no say in the matter.
Rare is the man willing to oppose the status quo. And so it falls to us to help them see the truth.
There is definitely some truth in that.
Those bodies bear the emblem of the Borgia.
Yes. The Spaniard keeps sending his soldiers into Firenze, and Firenze keeps sending them back. Usually in pieces.
Then he knows the apple is here as well. An unfortunate complication. Qui, let's do it.
Escort Machiavelli. Here we go.
He's got a sham.
He's bolting! Stop him!
Is Machiavelli alright? Or is he getting stuck in a fight? He's getting stuck in a fight. Alright. Fine. Where'd you go? Taking a lot of hits there. Man. Come on, Machiavelli.
No! I see him! There!
Just let me go! I'm not there! On him!
More of this, more of this.
Follow my lead.
I want no part of
This, I'm trying to get the sign here. I don't know if I can. It's not even placed in the right place. Alright, here we go. It didn't lower my notoriety any to tear down that poster, by the way.
Falling a direct assault will be dangerous.
True. But what other option is there?
Aside from the city leaders, the people's minds are their own, correct?
Si.
And they follow Savonarola not by choice, but force and fear?
Si.
Then I propose we use these to our advantage. If we can silence his lieutenants and stir up discontent, he will be distracted, and I will have a chance to strike.
Clever. I'll speak with La Volpe and Paola. They can help to organize the uprising as you free the districts.
Then it's settled. I'll take care of his abettors.
So, it's a simple plan. The kind of plan I would expect here. And so there's 9 lieutenants in this DLC to kill. Is that all that this DNA sequence will be? Well, apparently sequence 12 was forwardly under attack and sequence 13 is Bonfire of the Verities. But I imagine, yeah, it looks like there's just 9 and then a couple more. So there's 3 in this section and 3 in other sections. And each one of these are a repaired memory. And then there's like one synchronization thing, so let's go do that first. What happened to my Medici shirt? My Medici cape though. Outfits. Medici Cape. Accept. So you can just cheat here. You can totally cheat here. They, in the DLC, switch your cape to the default one, so you get encountered, but if you just realize you can go in the menu and put the cape back on, it's almost like it's an easy mode, which would have been cool if at the very beginning they had said, here's your difficulty mode, you can change it whenever you feel like it by changing your cape. But we had to play for several hours actually before we got that first cape, and it only works in certain areas. Alright. So here's the remaining viewpoints. And I guess I just kind of want to run around and do them all without starting any memories. I won't find any treasure chests in this area. I won't find any codexes. I'm perfectly safe with the notoriety down to the minimum. So, and each one of these missions, I imagine, aren't going to be that complicated. I imagine it's just going to be things like either immediately running and killing somebody, or maybe having to locate somebody and kill somebody. But I doubt there will even be follow missions. Now, this does seem to work around the concept that could be improved upon, where certain areas would start uprising against the guards, and thus maybe the guards would be more distracted or less likely to show up or be there in the first place. That could, at certain points, make certain areas more desirable. Okay, let's go over here and buy more medicines while we're at it.
That's better for now. But prevention is the best cure, I always say.
Apparently you get full health if you buy medicine. Or if you buy one extra medicine? I don't know. Because I could have sworn I was at least one square below maximum when I went in that shop. Very small synchronization areas. So my guess would be that this area was never accessible in the main game at all. So if this sequence itself is going to claim to be Bonfire of the Vanities, maybe there's something more to this that they could add. Maybe there could be some kind of redeeming inclusion of levels, a better storyline. I mean, I still hold out hope, but I really doubt it. It feels like it's gonna be 100% more of the same. Does the story get really improved by somebody stealing the apple, or is it just a excuse to extend the gameplay? And see, these DLC things could have been, with some work, put in the next game. Why are they after me? What did I do? I was on the roof. How many guards? How many guards are needed to chase after a person for being on a roof? I imagine if you lived in a world where there were guards on the top of all roofs, that kids would non-stop climb up the roofs and get chased off by the guards. So you're seeing a slightly different development of the surrounded areas. Here, somebody's burning paintings and stuff. Oh no. That was something that happened in the first game. For like a brief second, one of the main bad guys was burning all knowledge, trying to control the populace. Here it's not even mentioned, you just have to run into a group of people doing it. It goes to show you that the people and the actions of Altair really only maintained the status quo in a lot of ways. He didn't encourage people to rise up against tyrants non-stop, which I suppose is fair. In the real world, we have yet to find a way to encourage people for all time to not fall under the rule of tyrants. Keeps telling me about the sprint jump as if it's a super useful ability.
What?
And I'm always anonymous by the time I get to the top of a synchronization point. I bet you couldn't synchronize if you weren't anonymous. It'd be too dangerous. Somebody would knock you over. So that's all the synchronization points. Alright. Oddly, we're closest to this one, so we've got 7 minutes to go. Let's go take this lieutenant out and see how quickly it is. If each one was 10 minutes to kill a lieutenant, then that would be an extra 90 minutes of gameplay. A very repetitive gameplay at this point. If each one was 20 minutes, that's 180 minutes. That's 3 hours of extra gameplay.
Secure those crates. We can ill afford to let their contents fall into the wrong hands.
Board the ship without being seen and put an end to the merchant's trading days.
We'll see just how tough the holdouts are when they're forced to go without food.
Kill your target without being detected. It's a shame I can't get closer and lock on him with a...
Can still hold any sway in this city beyond me. To think I once considered them my patience, but I couldn't afford to open my eyes. Then I saw the influence of commerce and the division it creates.
So, my goal here is to get to the crow's nest, I think.
All that remains is for us to cast off the shackles of our troubled past and accept the Lord as our Savior and true leader.
This almost feels like a puzzle. Why are those guys floating on the surface? That's odd. Bodies usually don't.
how tough the holdouts are when they're forced to go without food. If they want to eat, they'll accept Savonarola as their leader. Won't escape!
So it's gonna be a little bit tougher than that. I'm gonna have to stealthily assassinate a lot of them.
When they're forced to go without food. If they want to eat, they'll accept Savonarola as their leader. Are the Medici family can still hold any sway in the cities beyond me? I once considered them my patrons, but that
This one feels like it actually might be one of the more difficult ones.
will lead us into a new equality and justice. All that remains is for us to cast off the shackles of our troubled past and accept the Lord as our Savior. I will kill all trespassers, Pazzo. What are you doing here? If they want to eat, they'll accept Savonarola as their leader. How the Medici family can still hold any sway in this city beyond me. I once considered them my patrons.
Try this.
But that was before the prophet opened my eyes.
Darn it. I have to be real careful to hit the right target there.
We'll see just how tough the holdouts are when they're forced to go without food. If they want to eat, they'll accept Savonarola as their leader.
So I've got to get these guys off the pier first without being seen.
Just how tough the holdouts are when they're forced to go without food. Perhaps I should slow if they want to eat, they'll accept Savonarola as
Yeah, and that doesn't work either.
We'll see just how tough the holdouts are when they're forced to go without food. If they want to eat, they'll accept Savonarola as their leader. Are the Medici family can still hold any sway in the cities beyond me? Then it's got the influence of God and the division it creates. Savonarola will lead us into a new era. Promise and justice, equality, and justice. All that remains is for us to cast off the shackles of our troubled past. Accept the Lord as Savior and true leader.
I'm getting an echo of his talking, almost if the apple is infecting him right now.
What the devil are you doing up here?
We'll see just how tough the holdouts are when they're forced to go without food. If they want to eat, they'll accept Savonarola as their leader. Are the Medici family can still hold any sway in the cities beyond me?
So when this guy goes...
To think I once considered them my patrons. But that was before the prophet opened my eyes.
Let's see what happens now.
Then I saw the interest of home and the division it created.
If you have any information, come forward at once.
Interesting, that guy decided to leave.
For us to cast off the shackles of our troubled past and accept the Lord as our savior and true leader.
You won't get far.
Ah, and that doesn't work either. So I would have had to jump on him right then. Oh. Well, we've been going another hour. It seems like it is going to take at least 10 minutes to do each one of these lieutenants. They are a little bit more of a puzzle than what we've had to do before this point. Anywho, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.